Felix the Eerie Artist, Nightshade. Episode number 4, Echoes of the Ancients. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the desolate landscape. Isabella Izzy Montgomery trudged through the remnants of a city long forgotten by time, her backpack weighed down by the relics of a bygone era. The air was thick with a solemn silence, broken only by the distant howls of creatures navigating the shadows. In the heart of the ruined metropolis, Izzy stumbled upon the enigmatic entrance to the Dark City Horror Museum. The dilapidated sign creaked in the wind, its flickering neon letters spelling out a promise of mysteries within. Weary and desperate, Izzy pushed open the creaking door, revealing the haunting interior. Felix, the Eerie Artist, emerged from the shadows, his pale features illuminated by the eerie glow of a flickering holographic display. His eyes, deep pools of enigma, met Izzy's weary gaze. "Welcome, Izzy," Felix intoned in a voice that echoed with both warmth and an unspoken understanding. Izzy hesitated for a moment, her eyes darting around the surreal surroundings. "Felix, I need your help. The world as we knew it is gone. The artifacts I once sought to protect are now symbols of a lost civilization. I fear they might disappear into oblivion." Felix nodded, his long fingers gesturing toward the artifacts she carried. The echoes of the ancients persist even in the midst of chaos. But fear not, Izzy, for within these walls, we can weave a new narrative. With a flick of his hand, holographic displays illuminated the artifacts, casting a spectral glow over them. Felix began to work his artistic magic, merging ancient symbolism with futuristic designs. The artifacts transformed, becoming conduits of both history and hope. "The past may be fractured, but its essence endures," Felix whispered, his eyes reflecting a deep well of understanding. As the artifacts glowed with renewed significance, Izzy felt a surge of determination. "But Felix, it's not just about the artifacts, it's about the stories, the knowledge. I can't bear the thought of it all being lost." Felix placed a hand on her shoulder, his touch both reassuring and electrifying. "We shall unravel the stories, breathe life into the whispers of the past. The Cognosphere, my creation, will delve into the depths of your findings, extracting the essence of history, untold and preserved." As Felix activated the Cognosphere, ancient tales unfolded like spectral tendrils, weaving a tapestry of forgotten narratives. Izzy, entranced by the ethereal display, felt the weight of her mission lift, replaced by a sense of purpose in this new, haunting world. "The echoes will resonate, Izzy, echoing through the annals of this post-apocalyptic universe," Felix proclaimed, his eyes ablaze with a passion for both the past and the possibilities of the future. Together they embarked on a journey to preserve not just artifacts, but the very essence of humanity's journey through time. In the Dark City Horror Museum, among moon howlers, trauma weavers, and the nebula veil, Izzy found a haven where the remnants of the past could be a guiding light in the present, a beacon of hope amidst the shadows of an uncertain future. Days turned into nights within the Dark City Horror Museum, where Felix and Izzy worked tirelessly to uncover the mysteries of the artifacts and infuse them with newfound significance. The eerie ambiance of the museum became a sanctuary for both history and humanity in the post-apocalyptic world. As the moon howlers prowled outside and the nebula veil shrouded the city, Felix and Izzy delved deeper into the Cognosphere. Together, they traversed the collective memories embedded in each artifact, unraveling tales of civilizations lost and forgotten. One artifact, an ancient tome with pages yellowed by time, revealed the story of a society that faced its demise through environmental upheaval. The narrative mirrored the struggles of Izzy's world, and she found solace in the shared experiences of the past. "The echoes persist, linking us through time," Felix mused, his eyes reflecting the interconnectedness of the stories they uncovered. However, the tranquility within the museum was disrupted when a distress signal crackled through a makeshift communication device. A salvage scribe named Elias, seeking refuge from the unforgiving outside, stumbled upon the Dark City Horror Museum. Felix greeted Elias with a nod, acknowledging the weariness etched across his face. "Welcome, Elias. The museum is both a haven and a repository of tales. What brings you to this sanctuary?" Elias, catching his breath, spoke of a rising threat in the form of a group known as the Apex Shadows. These shadowy figures exploited the emotional turmoil of survivors, gaining strength from the fear and anxiety that permeated the post-apocalyptic landscape. They feed on our emotions, making the ruins even more perilous, Elias explained, his eyes filled with both fear and determination. Izzy, driven by her adventurous spirit and newfound purpose, saw an opportunity to confront this threat head-on. We can't let them prey on the remnants of humanity. The stories we uncover in the artifacts can be a weapon against them. Felix nodded, acknowledging the urgency of their mission. The Apex Shadows may thrive in the shadows, but we shall illuminate the darkness with the resilience of history. United by a common cause, Izzy, Felix, and Elias embarked on a journey beyond the museum's walls. Armed with artifacts infused with stories of survival, they faced the challenges of the outside world. Moon howlers, the nebula veil, and the lurking threat of the Apex Shadows. As they ventured into the unknown, the artifacts resonated with newfound power, becoming beacons of hope in the desolate landscape. The trio, guided by the echoes of the ancients, sought to rewrite the narrative of their world, forging a path toward a future where the past was not forgotten, but used as a weapon against the encroaching shadows. The trio navigated through the twisted remnants of the city, shadows clinging to every dilapidated structure. Moon howlers slinked through the alleys, their eerie howls blending with the echoes of the past. The nebula veil hung low, casting an otherworldly glow that obscured both the path ahead and the lurking dangers. As they approached the outskirts, the Apex Shadows emerged from the darkness. Silhouettes of humanoid figures with eyes aglow, they moved with an unsettling fluidity. Izzy, Felix, and Elias stood firm, artifacts in hand, ready to face the encroaching threat. "Fear not, for we wield the power of history against you," Felix declared, his voice resonating through the desolate landscape. The Apex Shadows, drawn to the emotional turmoil within the trio, hesitated for a moment. The artifacts glowed with the stories of survival, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. The cognosphere hummed with the combined strength of the past. Izzy stepped forward, her eyes reflecting the determination forged in the crucible of the post-apocalyptic world. "You may feed on fear, but we carry the echoes of those who faced adversity and triumphed. We are the guardians of history, and we stand united against your shadows." The artifacts unleashed a dazzling display, projecting holographic images of ancient civilizations overcoming insurmountable odds. The Apex Shadows recoiled, their power waning in the face of a collective history that refused to be overshadowed. Elias, inspired by the newfound strength, brandished a salvaged relic from the past, a beacon of hope fashioned from discarded technology. Its glow intensified, pushing back the nebula veil and illuminating the path ahead. "We are the torchbearers of a legacy that transcends the darkness," Elias proclaimed, the artifact in his hands pulsating with a radiant energy. The Apex Shadows, weakened and disoriented, retreated into the recesses of the ruined city. The triumphant trio pressed forward, artifacts in hand, their journey illuminated by the stories of the ancients. Back within the safety of the Dark City Horror Museum, Izzy, Felix, and Elias shared a moment of reflection. The artifacts, now infused with the collective strength of survival, pulsed with an ethereal glow. "We have proven that the past is not a burden but a weapon against the encroaching shadows," Felix remarked, his eyes gleaming with satisfaction. Izzy, gazing at the artifacts with a renewed sense of purpose, nodded. "The echoes of the ancients guide us, and together, we shall rewrite the narrative of this post-apocalyptic world." As moon howlers prowled outside, and the nebula veil cast its enigmatic glow, the trio prepared to continue their quest. Guardians of history, united against the ever-encroaching shadows in the Dark City. In the aftermath of their confrontation with the Apex Shadows, Izzy, Felix, and Elias found a renewed sense of purpose within the Dark City Horror Museum. The artifacts, now pulsating with the strength of stories, became even more potent symbols of resistance against the encroaching shadows. Elias, having witnessed the transformative power of the artifacts, expressed his gratitude. I never thought relics from the past could hold such power. It's like they carry the spirits of those who came before us. Felix, his ghostly features impassive yet contemplative, responded, "The past is not a static entity. It is a river that flows through time, carrying with it the wisdom and resilience of those who faced adversity. We merely channel its currents." Inspired by their recent victory, the trio delved deeper into the mysteries within the museum. They uncovered artifacts that resonated with tales of unity, innovation, and the indomitable human spirit. Each discovery fueled their conviction. Inspired by their recent victory, the trio delved deeper into the mysteries within the museum. They uncovered artifacts that resonated with tales of unity, innovation, and the indomitable human spirit. Each discovery fueled their conviction that the past held the key to forging a better future. As they explored, a holographic display flickered to life, an ancient map of the city, adorned with symbols of danger and opportunity. Felix, his gaze fixed on the hologram, spoke, "The apex shadows are but one of many threats. The city hides secrets both perilous and promising. We must navigate its treacherous terrain carefully." Elias, ever the scavenger with a keen eye for valuable relics, suggested, "There are rumored to be caches of technology and knowledge scattered throughout the city. If we can locate them, we might uncover tools to aid our cause." With a shared understanding, the trio set out into the city once more, artifacts in hand and determination burning bright. Moon howlers watched from the shadows, their ominous presence a constant reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. Their journey led them to the heart of the city, where remnants of a once thriving technological hub stood dormant. Among the ruins, they discovered a cache of preserved data archives, repositories of knowledge from a Biona era. Izzy, her eyes wide with awe, began deciphering the digital scrolls. "This is a treasure trove of information, blueprints, scientific discoveries, and perhaps the key to rebuilding what was lost." Felix, his artistic intuition sensing the potential, suggested, "Let us integrate this knowledge into the artifacts. We can infuse them with the technological prowess of the past, creating tools that transcend the limitations of our current world." The Dark City Horror Museum, now a bastion of hope, became a hub of activity as the trio worked tirelessly. Artifacts morphed into devices that harnessed the power of ancient technology, combining the wisdom of history with the innovation of the past. As the nebula veil shimmered above, signaling a new day in the post-apocalyptic city, Izzy, Felix, and Elias stood at the threshold of a future shaped by the echoes of the ancients. The Dark City, once shrouded in shadows, now bore the promise of transformation, and the trio, united by a common purpose, embraced the challenges ahead. The saga of the Dark City, infused with the resilience of history and the beacon of innovation, continued to unfold, echoing through the annals of a world reclaiming its narrative. The newly equipped trio ventured forth into the transformed city, their artifacts now pulsating with a harmonious blend of history and technology. The once ominous shadows seemed to recoil, as if acknowledging the formidable presence of those who wielded the power of the past. Their first destination was the outskirts of the city, where whispers of a sanctuary hidden in the decaying remnants of a research facility reached their ears. Legends spoke of an enclave that had preserved both knowledge and a semblance of pre-apocalyptic life. Navigating through the winding streets, the trio encountered obstacles both natural and unnatural. Moon howlers slinked away at the sight of their artifacts, and the nebula veil seemed to part, revealing glimpses of a city seeking rejuvenation. At the entrance to the research facility, a holographic interface flickered to life. Izzy, now accustomed to deciphering ancient technology, began inputting codes gleaned from the digital scrolls they had discovered. The doors creaked open, granting them access to the hidden enclave. Inside, they discovered a community of survivors, engineers, scientists, and historians who had clung to the remnants of civilization. The leader of the enclave, Dr. Octavia Reed, greeted them with a mix of astonishment and relief. "You bring with you the echoes of a lost era," Dr. Reed remarked, eyeing their artifacts. "The stories we preserved have come alive in your hands." Elias, ever the pragmatist, inquired about the Enclave's resources. Dr. Reed explained that while they possessed knowledge, their ability to apply it was limited by the scarcity of materials. The city, despite its treasures, held dangers that made exploration challenging. Felix, with a gleam of determination in his eyes, offered a solution. Our artifacts are not only vessels of history but also conduits of innovation. We've infused them with the knowledge of the past. Together, we can bridge the gap between what was lost and what can be reclaimed. And so, a collaboration was forged between the Dark City Horror Museum and the Enclave. The artifacts became tools of reconstruction, harnessing the collective expertise of both groups. Moon howlers, once a threat, were repelled by devices that emitted frequencies capable of keeping them at bay. As the Enclave flourished under this newfound partnership, Dr. Reed unveiled a project that had long been dormant, a network of underground tunnels that connected strategic points across the city. The tunnels, designed for swift and safe travel, held the promise of uniting fragmented pockets of survivors. The trio, now joined by engineers from the Enclave, embarked on a mission to activate and expand the tunnel network. With each success, the echoes of the ancients resonated through the labyrinthine passages, creating a symphony of hope amid the ruins. The Dark City, once a realm of shadows and uncertainty, witnessed the gradual emergence of a new era. Moon howlers no longer prowled with impunity, and the nebula veil seemed to lift, revealing a city that refused to succumb to oblivion. As the echoes of the ancients guided their every step, Izzy, Felix, Elias, and the Enclave envisioned a future where the Dark City would rise from the ashes. A testament to the resilience of history and the power of collaboration in the face of an uncertain world. In the heart of the revitalized Dark City, a sense of unity and purpose spread like ripples through the Enclave and beyond. The tunnel network, now alive with activity, connected disparate groups of survivors. Trade routes were established, knowledge flowed freely, and the once isolated pockets of humanity began to weave a collective narrative of resilience. Under Felix's guidance, the Dark City Horror Museum transformed into a beacon of inspiration. Its halls showcased not only artifacts of the past, but also innovative creations born from the fusion of ancient knowledge and modern ingenuity. The museum became a center for learning, a hub where survivors gathered to exchange ideas, skills, and stories. Izzy, now an integral part of the Enclave's leadership, marveled at the progress. The past is not merely a relic to be preserved, it is a guidepost for our future. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, and through collaboration, we build something greater than ourselves. Elias, known for his resourcefulness, oversaw the scavenging and repurposing efforts. Salvaged materials were transformed into sustainable structures, and remnants of technology became tools for irrigation, energy, and communication. Dr. Reed, with a newfound sense of optimism, addressed the Enclave. The Dark City is no longer a realm of shadows and despair. It is a canvas upon which we paint the story of our survival. Let our endeavors echo through the annals of this post-apocalyptic world. As the city embraced a new chapter in its history, whispers of a looming challenge reached the Enclave. Rumors spoke of a formidable force known as the Void Seekers, enigmatic nomads who traverse the wastelands with unknown motives. Some claimed the Void Seekers sought to erase the remnants of the old world, viewing artifacts and knowledge as threats to their vision of a blank canvas. Felix, sensing the potential threat, gathered a group of skilled individuals from the Enclave. Among them were engineers, historians, and warriors, each carrying an artifact infused with the combined wisdom of history and innovation. The Enclave prepared for a journey to uncover the intentions of the Void Seekers, and if necessary, to protect the city's burgeoning renaissance. The expedition, guided by the echoes of the ancients, ventured into uncharted territories. The tunnels echoed with the determination of those who sought to defend the legacy they were rebuilding. As they approached the borderlands, where the shadows met the unknown, the air crackled with anticipation. In the heart of the darkness, the Void Seekers emerged, their figures obscured by veils of ethereal mist. A leader among them stepped forward, revealing a face adorned with symbols of ancient knowledge and futuristic glyphs. Felix, standing at the forefront, addressed the enigmatic leader. "We are the stewards of the past and architects of the future. What purpose do you serve, wandering the wastelands with intentions veiled in mystery?" The leader of the Void Seekers, eyes gleaming with an unsettling mix of reverence and determination, responded, "The past binds us, but it also shackles us. We seek to free ourselves from the burden of history, to embrace a world untainted by the echoes of what once was." The encounter set the stage for a delicate dance between two ideologies, one rooted in preservation, the other in liberation. As the Enclave faced the enigmatic Void Seekers, the Dark City stood at the crossroads of its own destiny, where the echoes of the ancients would shape the narrative of what was yet to come. The meeting between the Enclave and the Void Seekers unfolded in a tense exchange of ideas, each group standing firm in their convictions. The echoes of the ancients resonated in the background, as if the very fabric of history observed the unfolding dialogue. Felix, ever the enigmatic artist, sought common ground. The past is a canvas upon which we paint our present and future. Erasing it entirely risks losing the lessons that shaped us. We are not slaves to history. We are its interpreters, learning from our ancestors' triumphs and failures. The leader of the Void Seekers, known as Seraph, countered with a vision of a world unburdened by the weight of the past. To truly evolve, one must shed the old and embrace the new. The Dark City, with its echoes, holds back the potential for a blank canvas, a world free from the constraints of preconceived notions. As the philosophical debate unfolded, Izzy, Elias, and the other members of the Enclave observed with a mixture of concern and curiosity. The stakes were high, and the outcome would shape the destiny of the Dark City. In an unexpected turn, Dr. Reed stepped forward. "Perhaps there is a middle path, a synthesis of old and new. The past need not dictate our future, but we can draw inspiration from its wisdom, while forging ahead into uncharted territories. The Dark City can be a living testament to the harmonious coexistence of tradition and innovation." Seraph, intrigued by the proposition, considered the possibility of a compromise. The Void Seekers, known for their nomadic existence, could contribute to the city's evolution without erasing its history entirely. Felix, sensing an opportunity for a unique collaboration, suggested, "Let the Dark City be a canvas where diverse strokes of creativity blend seamlessly. The echoes of the ancients can guide us without stifling the vibrant hues of progress." And so, an agreement was reached, a delicate alliance between the Enclave and the Void Seekers. The Dark City became a melting pot of ideas, a living testament to the dynamic interplay between tradition and innovation. The Enclave contributed its wealth of historical knowledge, while the Void Seekers introduced cutting-edge concepts from their travels through the wastelands. The Dark City, once a symbol of shadows and uncertainty, emerged as a beacon of synthesis. The echoes of the ancients resonated through every corner, inspiring a harmonious coexistence that celebrated both the wisdom of history and the boundless potential of the future. The alliance brought forth a renaissance that surpassed the Enclave's initial dreams. The city's skyline, once dominated by remnants of a bygone era, now featured architectural marvels that seamlessly blended ancient aesthetics with futuristic design. The tunnel network expanded, connecting not only the pockets of survivors, but also facilitating the exchange of ideas and innovations. As moon howlers prowled beneath a sky free of the nebula veil, the Dark City stood as a testament to the resilience of humanity. Its story, an ever-evolving tapestry woven by the hands of those who dared to embrace the echoes of the ancients while carving out a new narrative for generations to come.